Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Yes, today is Thursday and we'll check out what the Quake Drinker has to say. But let's start with greetings. Let's go. Hello, my name is Daniel. I'll be your host here.
Guy in the chair.
He said it!
And today is, since it's Thursday, we'll hear what the Quake Drinker has to say about the Rings of Power Season 2 is back. Here we go again. So, enjoy. So enjoy. Here we go.
We come to it at last. The great battle of our time.
You know, watching modern Hollywood hacks trying to adapt works of classic fiction is a bit like watching a monkey try to pilot a space shuttle. It's pretty obvious they're gonna fail in spectacular fashion, but there's a certain entertainment to be had in watching their feeble, idiotic attempts to get something right. Such was the case with The Rings of Power, an unwelcome billion-dollar vanity project that felt more like a piece of bad fan fiction written by a 13-year-old girl than a serious attempt to expand on Tolkien's work. Tell me, what was your favorite part of that show? The characters who spoke in metaphors so tortured they should have been reclassified as war crimes?
Like a spring rain over the bones of a spoilt carcass.
And pompous attempts at pseudo-philosophical ramblings that feel like they sprang from the mind of Tommy Wiseau?
Do you know why a ship floats and a stone cannot?
Nah, no idea, mate. The Galadriel that was updated for modern audiences by taking the very epitome of wisdom, feminine beauty, and spiritual power and turning her into a pouty, sullen, aggressive, arrogant, short-sighted girl boss. The Sauron reveal that was so obviously telegraphed that if you didn't see it coming from about 5 episodes away, you were probably a character in this show. The arrival of not Gandalf, who ended up being actual Gandalf because fuck it, creativity and imagination are for losers. The creation of Mordor by a random hobo with a Rube Goldberg machine. The tribe of wandering murder hobbits who gleefully abandon their own people to certain death for the crime of walking too slowly. The not-so-subtle allegory for modern political issues.
They took our job! Yeah, they're down!
Or the disastrous interviews with the hardcore Tolkien fans who had clearly never read a single chapter of his work in their entire lives and were nothing but a group of vacuous, empty-headed activists and wannabe influencers that were hired because they ticked more diversity boxes than fucking Echo. It all added up to a massive steaming pile of festering donkey shit, which was rightly mocked and torn apart by basically the entire internet. But you know what they say, evil doesn't rest, it waits. And instead of casting this show back into the fiery chasm from whence it came, Amazon decided to forge ahead regardless with Season 2 of The Rings of Power. But how exactly would they respond to the armies of angry fans marching on their borders? Were they going to acknowledge the gaping deficiencies in plot and writing, the horrible characters, the infantile dialogue, the chronically bad world building, and the blatant bastardization of Tolkien's legacy, and vow to do better this time around? Nah, but at least they hired an all-female directing team for this season.
Son of a bitch!
Fucking nice one, lads. That'll really get the show back on track. You know, I always love it when Hollywood purposefully excludes half the population from their projects, all in the name of inclusion.
Fuck.
And now that our inner doublethink is primed and ready, let's take a look at the first teaser trailer. If I had to sum up this, effort with a single word, that word would probably be safe. I mean, I could probably use other words to be fair, but I suspect they'd get this video demonetized, so let's keep it diplomatic. It seems to be almost scientifically calculated to show as little as possible and provide almost no insight into the narrative arc of Season 2. I mean, there's plenty of nice landscape shots that look pretty but mean nothing, and multiple scenes of various characters looking concerned about things, I guess to remind us that they still exist, because I'm willing to bet that most people have forgotten who they even are at this point. Well, the 37% 1% who actually managed to finish season 1 at least. But hey, there's still a few keys left to jangle. You remember Barad-dûr, don't you? You remember Mount Doom, don't you? Well, it's still there. So is Halbrand, probably wishing he hadn't signed that multi-season contract at this point. Nice to see Venom branching out into different genres though. And of course, no Rings of Power teaser would be complete without everyone's favourite girl boss.
Prepare yourselves.
Oh, I think we're prepared all right, Guy Ladriel. I really hope this is another ice troll that's about to attack because she'll polish that shit off quicker than I can get through a pint of Corona. Oh yeah, and remember Diverse Elf for modern audiences? Remember that stupid Matrix-style spin flip that he did in season 1? Well, I guess that was a feature rather than a bug because there he is doing the exact same thing again. Like, how the fuck do you just explode out of a stationary wagon like this? Where does all that kinetic energy come from? Why do I feel like I'm watching a Marvel movie? The only real focal point of this seems to be Sauron, who's got himself a perfect disguise this time around. Like, you know how that stupid Halbrand mystery plot from season 1 led to one of the dumbest and most predictable reveals in TV history? Well, they seem to have dispensed with it here and just skipped straight to telling us who he is right off the bat.
He's Sauron.
Yeah, thanks for that, guys. We never would have figured out that it's the same exact actor wearing a wig and pointy ears. Ultimately, it's all much ado about nothing, and I think it's a very obvious sign that Amazon know how wildly unpopular this show is and are desperately trying not to offend anyone with this teaser. The new season launches in just over 3 months, filming wrapped last year, and this is the very first piece of material they've released for it.
It's afraid.
It's afraid!
And for me, it defeats the very purpose of a teaser, which is supposed to show you just enough to get you excited and interested in what's coming next. A bit like Tatiana when she's hard at work. But this random collection of landscape shots, character portraits, and vaguely ominous dialogue didn't do anything for me. And by the looks of things, I'm not the only one. As of the time of recording this, the teaser is sitting at 58,000 upvotes and 234,000 downvotes. And honestly, the most entertaining part of the whole experience was reading the comments section. And I think really that was my big takeaway for this whole thing. The animosity of a passionate fan base is an easy thing to gain, but very difficult to lose. And I don't think this teaser has done anything to change that situation. I mean, maybe season 2 will actually prove to be a big step up from its predecessor. Anything's possible, right? Or maybe it'll just be another expensive disaster that further unites the fan base in their hatred of Amazon. One thing's for sure though, August is going to be a very interesting time for Lord of the Rings fans. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
Hey guys, I hope y'all enjoyed that. And even though here we go again with the Rings of Power and I have to go to season 2. And Lord, so much Tolkien's work is being twisted and grinded up. It should throw back in the fire of Mount Doom. But still, it's just no pretending they got activists in the thing. How can they not know? Oh my God, Galadriel! That's that strong boss, girl boss, whatever. But hey, let's all get ready for it to come out and watch that train wreck itself. Oh God. But hey, if you like what you saw, you want to see more of this, do give me a like, comment down below, and finally subscribe for more and hit the notification bell or button. It doesn't matter, to be notified every time I post a new video, and then share. Bye guys.